Welcome to this quick morning yoga stretch routine to get your day started off right. Let's undo the tension and the stiffness that builds up while we're sleeping. Meet your body where it is today. If a pose does not serve your body, skip, modify, or find a different variation of it. Grab any props that you feel that you may need. I will be using a yoga strap. And remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's start our practice on our backs. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Take the feet a little bit wider than the hips and let the knees rest against each other. Rest one hand on the lower belly and one hand at the heart center. And let these next few breath cycles be mindful and grounding as you arrive into your day. You can also use this moment to set an intention for your day. Take the knees apart and drop both knees in towards the chest. You can take a hold of the back of the thighs or the shins. Take a rock from side to side as you massage out your back. Relax the shoulder heads down and back. Take the knees apart, stretching them wide towards the shoulders. Let's make some hip circles. Draw the knees in back towards each other, and as you draw them in towards your chest, take them apart, circling out both hips. Take a pause through center and circle them in the opposite direction. So pushing the knees away from the chest, taking them out wide and drawing them in towards the chest. Release the hip circles and grab a hold of the pinky edges of both feet. Bring the soles of the feet together and push the knees away from the shoulders. Relax the lower back, the whole back line into the ground. Release the legs and draw the right knee in towards the chest. The left foot can stay flat on the ground or lengthen the left leg long. Relax the lower back and use your exhalations to soften the right knee closer in towards the chest. Keep the right knee bent and shift onto the left hip, taking the right knee over to the left for a supine twist. Be gentle and be careful with the spine, as this may be the first movement of the day. The spine may feel stiff, so use your inhalations and your exhalations to soften into the pose. You can hold the spinal twist here, or you can loop a yoga strap around the arch of the right foot, and then straighten the right leg over to the left, adding in a hamstring stretch. Make sure to keep the upper body and the right shoulder rooted into the ground. Inhale to release the leg, come back to center. Let's move over to the other side. Bend the left knee in towards the chest, finding the variation that works for you. Straighten your right leg along the ground to get in deeper. To move into our spinal twist, we'll shift onto the right hip and send the left knee over to the right. Draw the shoulder blades down and in towards each other to make sure that the upper back is flat into the ground. If you took the hamstring stretch on the right side, you'll grab your yoga strap and loop it around the arch of the left foot. and send that left leg straight over to the right. Breathing and stretching into the hamstring, using your exhalations to soften. Inhale to release and come back to center. Bend the knees towards the chest. Bring the hands to the back of the thighs. And rock and roll up over the legs. Find your way into tabletop. Stack the knees under the hips. Knees or hips distance apart. And the wrists are right under the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lengthen the spine as you tilt the tailbone up. Send your heart forward and the shoulders back. Exhale, push the ground away, belly button towards your spine. Inhale, tailbone up, shoulders relaxed back, heart forward. Belly button towards the spine as you exhale. Move through 2 more cat-cow flows. Come back to a neutral spine, move the knees back, and move the hands in front of the shoulders, and begin to circle the hips in one direction. Pause through center and circle the hips in the opposite direction. We're going to release the hip circles and move into some somatic movement. You can follow me here by rolling the spine forward into an upward facing dog, and then exhaling to send the hips back towards the heels for this sort of like modified child's pose. Or you can continue with hip circles, circle out the shoulders, or move in a way that your body is needing and feeling right now. Come back to center, releasing the somatic movement. With the hands a little bit forward in front of the shoulders, tuck the back toes under and push back into downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, and we're gonna take the feet out as wide as the mat and keep a bend in the knees if the back body is tight. And you could hold it in stillness or begin to pedal out through the feet, walking your dog. Melt your heart center towards your legs. Push back, send the shoulders away from the ears, release the spine. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, keeping the feet wide. Put a deep bend in the knees. Relax the torso and interlace the fingers and place the hands on the back of the head, using gravity in the hands to lengthen the neck. Release the hands down. Let the whole upper body grow heavy. Take an inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, walk the hands out forward. Release the knees down. And you can grab a block or a bolster or a blanket, and we're gonna come to sit on the calves in hero's pose. You could place the block or your prop right under your hips. Sit up nice and tall. And then interlace the fingers, the palms face up. Draw the palms up, and as you exhale, push the palms away from the body. Inhale, the palms come up overhead. Exhale to side stretch to the right. Right hand on the ground, left fingertips go over to the right. Keep the hips centered and the shoulders relaxed. Inhale to release and come up through center. Interlace the fingers with the opposite pinky in front. This cross may feel a little funny. Inhale to draw the palms up. Exhale to push the palms away from the chest. Inhale, send the arms up overhead. Exhale to land the left hand onto the ground. Right arm up overhead, side stretching over to the left. Roll the right shoulder back, open the chest forward. Inhale to release and come back to center. Interlace the fingers and place the hands on the back of the head. Take an inhale to send the chest forward and the elbows back. Exhale to round forward. Like we're moving through some cat-cows. Inhale, lengthen the spine, elbows back, heart forward. Exhale to round forward, draw the shoulders down. Inhale, elbows back, smile the collarbones forward. Exhale to stretch into the upper back, belly button towards the spine. One more time. We're going to release the arms down, and you can find an easy seated pose or stay seated in this hero's pose. Place the back of the left hand in the palm of the right hand, both palms face up, or rest the hands on the thighs. And soak in this moment of stillness, of quietness before you run off and start your day. Come back to your intention or set an intention. If things get hectic or you find yourself dealing with a monkey mind with thoughts jumping about, come back to this intention that you set. To end today's practice, I'll share a piece from Louis-Jacques, The Art of Peace. Iron is full of impurities that weaken it. Through forging, it becomes steel and is transformed into a razor-sharp sword. Human beings develop in the same fashion. Inhale to sweep the arms out, around, and up. The palms come to touch overhead, and bring the palms to the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at the lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. Palms rest at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you. If this session helped you, please share it with someone that it can help. Subscribe, like the video, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of when I post and we can practice together. Be well and have a nice day. Until next time.